Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do a glitter cut crease, and the first thing I'm going to do is use my Urban Decay concealer just to prime my eyelids, and then I'm going to blend that out with my beauty blender. Now I'm going to take the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm just taking that first, the creamy white shade, just to set that concealer so all the other eyeshadows blend seamlessly on top of it. Next, I'm just going to mix these two shadows together from the Morphe 350 palette, and these are going to be my transition shades. And you don't have to be too precise with this because we're going to go in with concealer and clean everything up that falls onto the lid later. So you just want to blend this in the crease. Now I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia, or Anastasia, however you say it. I'm using the raw sienna shade. It's like the very first shade on the bottom. I'm just putting this exactly where I put the other two colors, just blending them all together. And then I'm going to take the Morphe 350 again, and I'm using that, it's like a soft brown, but I'm putting it a little bit below those colors, kind of like right in the crease instead of above it. Blending it out a little bit. Then I'm going to take a more precise brush, a little bit more pointed in that really dark, like it's kind of a cooler tone brown in the palette. And I'm putting this more like right in my eye socket, being a little bit more precise with it, just to define it just a little bit more. Then I'm just going to blend everything together. I think this is a Wet n Wild brush, the Crease brush, and it's actually really good, so if you can get your hands on it, I'd recommend it. It's only like $1. But yes, I'm just blending this all together, just make sure there's no harsh lines. And then this is where you have to take some time. I'm using that Urban Decay concealer again with this flat brush I got from TJmaxx a couple days ago. Just a flat concealer brush, and you just want to clean up the shadow that got on the lid because we're trying to make a cut crease. So just really get close to like the hollow of your eye and just shape it out the way that you want it shaped, and then I kind of wing it out towards the end. And then after that, you just want to make sure that you set that cream with it can be a powder or eyeshadow. I'm just using that same shadow I used to set my eye in the beginning from the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm just using the flat shader brush. No idea where it's from, but you can pretty much get those anywhere. And then I'm going to take a more pointed brush and just make sure it's kind of blended. I mean, I know it's supposed to be a cut crease, but I didn't want like a super harsh line, so I went back through and blended that darker brown with the concealer a little bit on the edges. Then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush that has no product on it or anything and just blend that out a little bit more. Now time for the fun part. So the glitter I'm going to be using is the Fully Nude size 3 glitter from Lit Cosmetics, and I'm also using their glitter glue that you get with the little Lit kits. And then I tried using the brush that came with it, but it wasn't as precise as I wanted. So then I picked up the Midnight Cowboy Urban Decay glitter liner because I just like the brush tip on it, and I'm dipping that into the Fully Nude glitter by Lit. It really took me a while to get this done because you have to be really precise with it. Make sure the glitter is not going above the crease or on your lid. So it just takes some time. So after I was done with the glitter, I went in with Cypress Umber from the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just taking this little brush and going right above the glitter just to darken it up a little bit more. I wanted it to be a little bit more defined, but you totally don't have to do that if you don't want to. And then I'm going to take that, it's kind of a pinky white shade, just to highlight the brow bone. So this is what my cut crease turned out looking like after the glitter, but I had some fallout, so I took these really cute makeup wipes I got from TJmaxx. It says, "I woke up like this" on the packaging. I thought it was really cute, and they smell like coconut. So I'm just using that to clean up any fallout and carving out the eye shape a little more. And then for primer, I'm using the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm with a Morphe G6 brush. I've been liking applying my primer with a brush because otherwise it gets all over your hands, and this primer is... And for foundation, the first one I'm going in with is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in the shade Porcelain. So I'm just putting this on my face, and then I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Just because the color of the Hourglass one's a little light for me, so I just had to mix a little bit more color in. But I'm just blending that out with another Wet n Wild brush. Their brushes are really good, so if you ever find them at Walgreens, you should definitely pick them up, and they're really inexpensive too. And then to actually blend it out, I got this brush at TJmaxx. They have really good brushes right now if you need to go get some brushes. This is kind of like a dupe for the Artis like oval shape brushes, and it worked really good. And then I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair, and I'm putting this underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, around my nose, and on my chin. And I'm going to blend all that out with my Beauty Blender. And everything I've mentioned in this video, I'll have links to the products down below. And then I'm going to go in with the RCMA No Color Powder. It's just a translucent powder, and it's pretty inexpensive too, but you have to get it online. I'll leave a link to that as well. But I'm just putting this wherever I put my concealer, just to bake just a little bit. Now for brows, I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow in Medium Brown. And I'm also using her brow brush that she sells. I got it off of Sephora, but it takes me a long time to do my brows, so I just showed one in this video. I kind of sped through it. But yeah, I'm just filling in my brows. Then for brow gel, I'm also using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel just to set my brows in place. I don't really have crazy brows, but I do like to set them. And this stuff is like super glue, like once you set it, they will not move. Then I'm just going to brush away that powder that we had sitting there. And I think this brush from TJmaxx is from TJmaxx too, so you should go there. They have lots of good brushes. But I'm just blending this out, brushing it off, and kind of going along the rest of my face just so we can use other powders on top of my foundation. Then I'm going to go in with the small stipple brush from e.l.f. and I'm using the Kat Von D Contour Kit, the medium shade, just to carve out the cheekbones. Then I'm going to take the e.l.f., just the original stipple brush, to blend out that contour and picking up more product, the same colors though, just to bronze in my face. I'm just using the contour powder as bronzer too. But I really like these brushes too. You can find really good brushes cheap. You don't have to spend a crazy amount of money on brushes. Then I'm going to clean up that contour. I'm using this little triangle, or not triangle sponge, just a little like rectangle sponge. I mean, they're really cheap. You can probably get like a whole thing of them for like $1 at Walmart. But I'm just going to clean up that contour because it kind of got a little below where I wanted it to be. I'm using that RCMA No Color Powder again. Then for blush, we're using the Milani blush in Rose, I think that's what it's called. I'll have a link down below. But then I'm using this brush I got from Crown Brushes. It's just another duo fiber brush. So I couldn't find my blush brush, so I'm using this, but it worked fine. Just to brush away that powder, I'm going to use the Real Techniques setting brush. This is a really good tip if you didn't already know it. Just to put powder there, clean up your contour, and just brush it away, and it really will help lift your face. Now I'm using the Morphe, well, it's a Morphe pencil brush. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I'll have a link down below. And I'm just using the same shadows that we used on my lid or in the crease to the bottom lash line, just to smoke it out a little bit. Now for my favorite part is highlighting, and I guess I didn't show what I was using. I'm using the Morphe 501 brush and the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick in Radiant. These are definitely a dupe for the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks that are like $60. The Makeup Revolution one's only like $8 or $10. And I'm not sure if they have any more colors, but I like this one. I'm just using the same highlight for the inner corner of my eyes. And then for lashes, I'm using the Lena lashes in the style of Naomi. I went ahead and applied my lashes, mascara, and eyeliner off camera just to save some time. But this is what it looks like when you get done with that. And then we're going to move on to lips. So for lips, I'm using the Essence lip liner in Satin Mauve. And these are really inexpensive as well and really good. I think it was like $1 or $2, and I got mine at Ulta. And for this look, I'm using a liquid lipstick, and Sephora just came out with a bunch of new colors of their cream stains. So I'm using number 24, and they're really good. I really recommend them, and they're only like $14, so that's pretty inexpensive compared to all the other ones are like $20 and up. And they have so many colors to choose from, and it's not drying, it doesn't flake off, and it wears for a really long time. So these are really good. And that is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. This is my first tutorial, so if you want to stick around and see more, then please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas.